Toby, thanks for coming out to join us at the end of day 4 here at Lords against Derbyshire. Third win of the championship season. You must be delighted with how that's ended today.
Yeah, absolutely. Really pleasing day. I think when you play a tough 4-day game like that, and you sort of set the task of taking 10 wickets on the last day, always sort of those games that you want to be involved in. And I think the way that we stuck to our guns really well throughout the day, set a really good tone early, and then found our rewards towards the end of that first session. Things got a little bit trickier and a little bit more stale, I guess, during that middle period. But again, I think the way that the guys still hung around and made sure that we were bowling as many good balls in as many areas as we could, keep carrying a threat, and yeah, obviously great to finish it off in a hurry as well.
Absolutely, it's been tough graft over the 4 days. I know, speaking to the lads after day 2, there was some disappointment as to the way we'd bowled after Derbyshire had pretty much shown us the way on day 1. How pleasing, I guess, to bounce back from that and bowl so well at the start of that third morning and then replicate that this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that really was crucial. I think not only for the situation of the game, but I think exactly that. I think when you have a day like that, I think it's important to show up and to bounce back in the correct fashion. And I don't think it was only at the end of that first innings. I think it was the way that the whole attack carried that through, and the guys supporting into this innings as well. And we showed the same things again. And I think from the end of that second day, the way that we bowled and sort of conduct ourselves in the field has been absolutely A1, and gives us a really good blueprint moving forward.
For sure, it must be really pleasing that I think every man to a man has really stood up and played their role with the ball there. Fifer for yourself, wickets again for Higo, as reliable as ever. Luke probably didn't get the reward he deserved in that first innings, but got some today. Wickets again for Bams. Great to see Henry pick up the tail today. You must be really pleased that the whole bowling unit kind of fired all at once.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess we'd spoken, following that, about the importance of bowling in partnerships and making sure that we string things together, collective. Don't sort of isolate yourself when you're out there. And I think just exactly like you said, everyone's ended up contributing, really nicely across the game. And that's what you need in these wins when it's, going to be a hard-working day. You need everyone pulling together, and whoever it is that finds the breakthrough, it's obviously, that's what you're all pulling for. So really pleasing to see.
8 games through now, unbeaten, 3 wins on the board. We're sitting comfortably in second place. It's a fairly tight table though, and there's some snapping at our heels. Sussex obviously got a narrow win down against Leicestershire, so it goes into round 9 with us still in the top 2. At what point do you start looking at that table and actually starting to believe that we're closing in on that objective at the start of the season, which is to secure promotion?
I think for me it's not something I'll be looking at for a little while, to be honest. I think with the way that we're starting to play our cricket, I think the way that we're looking more and more of a threat and bringing wins into contention in every game that we play. I think the more we sort of, I guess, keep improving our cricket, pushing the envelope as far as we can go, then I think certainly I've got no doubts that we'll be up there fighting in and around those top spots. So if we keep trending in the right directions and doing the right things with the squad that we've got, guys still yet to return to fitness around it, I think we'll stand ourselves in really good stead.
Good to hear. Quick word on the batting. You've got 2 figures in Lewis Deploy and Ryan Higgins that just keep doing it week in, week out. They've been so consistent all year. It must give you a huge amount of kind of belief in being able to put big scores on when you've got 2 guys that are just so solidly consistent.
Yeah, it did, and I think particularly with those slightly drier pitch and the overheads that we're going to be around this week, I guess it felt like a slightly different challenge, and I really wanted to get runs on the board first innings, and to present ourselves with what we've ended up with today, which is an opportunity to bowl a team out on the final day with the wicket maybe getting a bit tired. So I'm absolutely over the moon with the way that guys went about task, and the way that we managed to piece that together, because I think in that situation it probably presented some tough conditions early on. But at the same time, you've always got a bat out there at some point, and I think the way that guys handled that, got through the tough periods, and I guess made those guys return in their third spells on what was a tough day to bowl on first day as well. So yeah, really happy that we were able to put something on the board, and I think if we'd have had a better day on day 2, I think we probably would have done their efforts more justice. And then they still managed to come out second innings and really drive home the game that they'd had. So yeah, to a man, it's great to see that lineup delivering all the way through.
Good to hear. Well, Toby, well done this week. Many congratulations, and go well up in Leicester over the next 4.
Thank you.